What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Claudia Jordan, and welcome to Cocktails with the Queens. I'm with my girls, Vivica A. Fox.
Hey.
And Lisa Ray. Hey, pretty ladies. Now, tonight we're dishing about everything that's trending in the news and on social media. So let's get to it. But before we get started, ladies, we have to send our thoughts and prayers and love to our very own queen, Selena Johnson, and her family. Selena's father, Cy Johnson, Johnson, was a veteran R&B voice, and behind the 1967 classic Different Strokes, that song, and an indelible underground influence on the hip hop community, passed away at the age of 85. The legendary soulful singer is survived by 5 kids, 2 sisters, and tons of grandchildren, great-grandchildren, cousins, nieces, nephews. Is there anything you ladies would like to say to Selena and her family at this time? I know she's having a tough time with this.
Absolutely. Selena, we miss you so much tonight, but know that we understand that you need to be with your family, especially with your girl, Lisa Ray, and myself. We are daddy's girls. I mean, we love our daddies. And just to let you know that, take time to remember everything, the good, the bad, all of those wonderful things. And just know that your father wants you to continue to live on. He passed on his gifts to you, through music. And we miss you tonight, but we'll see you when you come back. Prayers up to your family.
It's our condolences privately and publicly here on our stage at Cocktails with Queens with FOXSOUL. You will be missed. Your voice is always heard. You are the praying sister of us all. And so we recognize that. And so we recognize that your family needs you as well, and that you need prayer. And so know that we are praying for you, for your healing, for you grieving. Let it out. Please let it out. And you don't necessarily have to be strong, because you are a daughter as well, and you have had a loss. And so you are to feel that. And so we are going to be here holding it down for you, and know that we love you.
Selena, girl, I love you, and you've been having a tough time with loss, beyond your dad. And so please take all the time you need. Of course, selfishly, we'd love to have you here. The fans would love to have you here, but your family and your peace of mind is most important at this time. So, we here for you whenever you're ready to come back. You come on back, and we got your back, girl. We love you, and we definitely will miss you. And thoughts and prayers to your entire family for your loss. So
can I ask our producers a favor? Can they put up the picture of Selena?
Because you saw her in the picture. It was like, that's her.
My gosh. Is that Selena right there in the front, y'all?
I think so.
Oh, it could be.
I absolutely love that.
She looks like she's saying,
picture.
Take the picture.
Just, oh my God, just warms my heart. Those pictures, those moments with her dad. Look at his afro. He was fine.
She looks just like her dad. And it looks like Selena, even back then, is saying, that's a fool, as a little girl. Don't it? She already was like.
I love it. Selena Johnson, hey, we got to toast, y'all. We got to pick up a toast for her dad.
Yes.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. From Cocktails with Queens, sir. Rest in paradise.
Absolutely. It's been a rough couple of weeks with all the heavy stuff we've had to cover. I just want to send some prayers to my own family as well. We lost our Uncle Sam today as well. So a lot of us were at that age, 40s, 50s. That's when you start losing your older family members. And it's a tough time being at this age in your 40s and 50s, because it just seems like it just happens a lot. And I know a lot of us are out here just going through it. Selena, the fans are sending you so many hearts in the chat, and I love to see all the love coming through for you. We have a comment from Jordan Broomfield, says condolences to you and your family, Queen Selena. And Tristan Lee says, God bless a brand new angel. I understand the pain of losing your dad, and I just lost mine to COVID in November. Keeping you and your family in prayer and comfort, Queen Selena. So yes. Lots of love for Selena. Selena, okay. All right, ladies, we are moving on. We're going to kick off the show with a celebration of the release of Mary J. Blige's new album, Good Morning Gorgeous. And guess what? We've got a sneak peek. So let's take a look.
Oh.
Behind my eyes, it's time to fight. It seems like I'm always against me. Seems like this is never ending. I wake up every morning and tell myself, good morning, gorgeous. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, good morning, gorgeous.
Now, the iHeartRadio album release party with Mary J. Blige will be taking place right here on Fox Soul on Friday, February 11th at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Ladies, my queens, are you excited for the release of Mary J's new album?
She always have a good old.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. She always have a good old national anthem. You know what I mean? Like a feel good, strong, hold your head up kind of song that you can just either party to, cry to, just definitely relate to. Mary J looks great, honey. She got that iconic look.
She was wearing that purple, and I love that. Good morning, gorgeous.
That keep on
singing. Right, girl. After one, little Pinot Noir, I think I could sing just like you do. I'm surprised you didn't start breaking up some moves.
You didn't sing enough. I was gonna do my shoe wop the wops under, you know.
You know what I'm gonna say about Mary J. Blige? Her ex-husband gotta feel dumb. She got the revenge body. She looks banging. She looks even better. Like, she's getting better. Every time I see her, I'm like, Mary keep turning it up a notch. I know he's probably like, oh.
Because you know what? Think about it. When you get towards the end of a bad relationship, the end has been bad. So it's heavy on you. So when you finally get it up off of you and you get to wipe your shoulders off and wipe you down, she like, man, I was a little cloudy. Now I can see. Now I'm gorgeous again. You know what I mean?
That's why she said, I love that. Good morning, gorgeous. I peeped that. But let me tell y'all what I'm looking forward to more than anything else for Mary J. Blige. Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday. She gonna be part of that halftime show, and like the clips that they've shown, everything. It's like, here she is amongst these rap legends, just like coming through, shining, looking like a queen. Just like, here she comes, and I'm excited about that as well for her. So she's having the best week ever.
Yeah, and she's been holding it down for 30 years. At least, like, she's been
30 years.
I might be. I feel like it's been about 30 years. I think I was in high school when I first heard Mary J. Blige. Soulmates. I gotta tell y'all this. You're in for a special treat because it's Watch to Win week, and we're celebrating the Queen of Soul, Mary J. Blige, by having an MJB album download giveaway. So we're giving away Mary's new album, Good Morning Gorgeous, to 5 lucky soulmates, and we're choosing 5 winners at random. So once you're chosen, make sure you go to the FOXSOUL Instagram page and DM us your name, phone number, and email address. But in order to qualify, you have to subscribe and watch us on YouTube and jump in the chat happening on our FOXSOUL YouTube channel right now for a chance to win. All right. So get in that YouTube channel and say you want to win, and we gonna figure it out. Okay. We'll announce who got that download.
You said Queen of Soul. Didn't they call Aretha Franklin Queen of Soul too?
Yeah, I think she's.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
What an honor. You know what I mean? What an honor to be able to be named a Queen of Soul. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
She knows, she feels it.
All right, ladies, let's get to the show. Kanye. Oh, God, I got to talk about him again. I went on a Twitter rant the other day. I said, I'm Kanye'd out. And I said I was going to put a ban to this.
What's going on now?
It's in the script. I got to talk about it. So Kanye.
Mary. Oh, just so we can go back. Mary is the queen of hip hop soul.
That's the difference. Okay. Quick.
Okay. There it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So our brother Kanye took to Instagram and shared a screenshot of his daughter North West's latest TikTok video. He wrote, "Since this is my first divorce, I need to know what I should do about my daughter being put on TikTok against my will. Now, it didn't take long for Kim to clap back. She jumped on her IG post, her story, and posted, Kanye's constant attacks on me in interviews and on social media are actually more hurtful than a TikTok North might create. As the parent who is the main provider and caregiver for our children, I'm doing my best to protect our daughter while also allowing her to express her creativity in the medium that she wishes with adult supervision because it brings her happiness. What are your thoughts? And does Kanye have a point? And I don't remember him being mad when she was on TikTok when he was in the house because she's been doing social media. I'm just saying. What do you think?
Exactly.
Vivica, what do you think?
Well, he gets on my nerves going to the press, running when it's like so convenient for him to like, now I want to be a dad. And now I want to complain like, oh my God, I didn't get invited to the birthday party. Oh my God, Northie is on TikTok. Boy, if you don't stop it, okay? Kim gone. She gone. She done moved on. So them little attacks and little things that you're trying to do, it's just making you look whack, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, I think that he needs to stay, above all of that. You know what I mean? Because a divorce is nasty anyway, and a divorce is hard when you have kids. And so you're going to go through it anyway. You already have some things that you're dealing with that you need to be able to control and deal with. So find the time to find you and take that time to yourself to be able to heal, because you have broken up your family. The family is not the same now. She has definitely moved on. And so, I know it's a bittersweet moment because she's doing her thing and he's doing his thing and looking alike with somebody new. And I don't know how you get to that point. That looks like when you used to go to Great America and have the same t-shirt on, It's like, who does that? But you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It just goes in the frame of who he is. Just keep it classy. You know what I mean? You guys spent a lot of time together. It was clear that you guys had love between each other. You birthed 4 beautiful children. Don't let them be able to call back any more negativity than they already can. Just keep moving.
And North is at that age where she can hear things from her friends and see stuff on social, like she can hear what's going on. And I feel like if you have 4, then they have beautiful family, beautiful children, beautiful kids. And I'm sure they both love their kids. I'm not trying to deny that, but like at the big picture, you might be annoyed as hell with the parent, but try to keep some of that in-house. We don't why my rant on social media was, Kanye, we don't need to be your diary. Why are you asking social media for advice on what you should do with your soon-to-be ex-wife? And I feel like it's using social media and the fans, weaponizing them against her, go get her for me. And I think that's whack. Like, I'm not taking sides in this, although who's annoying me right now. But I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. But it seems like when you're mad at someone and you just unleash your fans and go get her, it's not cool. It's not cool. And you're going to regret it later on when things calm down. And as far as you not letting Kim go, Kanye, you're on your 3rd girlfriend since y'all been apart. Okay, you been to that black pretty model that you was dating. Okay, this girl with the messed up eye makeup that looks like it's all smudge all the time, and there was another one. And it's just like, now you talking about your black kids and a black dad. You wasn't talking all this black stuff when you was wearing that MAGA hat, hugging up on Donald Trump, talking about slavery being a choice. Knock it off. Please stop it. Please.
Say it. Preach Good point, Claudia. Good point, girl. Yes.
Girl, I'm tired. I am tired. Like, I want to root for this man because he is a black man and we know he's dealt with mental health, but I'm sick of it. Like black people, we're so forgiving. We be like, yeah, get her because it's the Kardashians. And I get the annoyance with some people have with the Kardashian family. But in this regard, you got to look at it. He's using us. He's coming back to the black media and coming back to us. We ain't heard from you in years.
I got the church finger over here, Claudia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm pissed at him going at her because Kim has done a lot for black men.
Yeah.
When I say that, listen to me just one second. She's went with the prison reform thing that she did with Van Jones. She's fought for some people that were about to get executed and things like that. So it's like, I could see if she was like parading and clowning, that we could be like, well, Kim, you got it coming, girl. Mm-hmm. But she really has been an excellent mother. As she said, she's provided excellent care for his 4 beautiful children. So, I just think it's whack for him to come at her and then go at social media and and do her like that. I really do. And I'm sick of it.
They've been a good couple. They've been a good couple together. They run. Like, a lot of people didn't even think it was going to last for no time. But they absolutely have stood some test of some time. You know what I mean? And when it's good, it's good. And when it's not, it's not. I understand the anger there, you know, and the disappointment, the frustration and all that. And maybe that's part of the lashing out. You know what I mean?
He did something else today, but we're going to take a quick break and get more into that. So I want to get your thoughts on this. I know I have to talk about it because he trends every damn week. But okay, before we take a break, I'm frustrated. Before we take a break, take a look at this Black History Moment sponsored by Nissan.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrating Black history makers who have broken barriers and created a path for change. Taking flight and making change high in the sky are the Black female pilots that make up the Sisters of the Skies organization. The sisters are standing on the wings of Bessie Coleman, who in 1921 became the first Black licensed female pilot in the world. Today, there are 150 Black female pilots in the world, but that's only 1% of all certified pilots.
I feel like I owe it to my generation, my parents' generation, and the generation after me to make more Black female pilots.
Bessie Coleman would surely be proud of the Sisters of the Skies and all the many young Black girls who are preparing their wings for takeoff.
Honoring Black History Month on Cocktails with Queens, presented by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Shout out to all the Black women out here flying planes, being pilots, being amazing role models. Ladies, what are your thoughts on these sisters? The sisters doing great things. Sisters.
Inspirational.
Phenomenal.
Amazing.
Come on.
Motivational.
Mind-blowing.
Motivational. Yes.
Leaving us speechless.
Rewarding. Historical.
Yeah.
You know, this is great.
Beautiful.
This is what our kids need to know. They need to know that if they don't see themselves, they can't dream it. You know what I mean? Because they can't retain it because it's like it's never been seen. They're doing something, but only 1%. Did y'all hear that? 1% are.
But there is a percent. There is a percent.
And we're proud to have that.
So talk about Black girl magic in the skies.
I love that Nissan and FOXSOUL are highlighting these type of accomplishments and achievements, because I think we get pigeonholed into thinking we could just do entertainment and, you know, a small window of things. Not that it's a bad thing, but there's a whole big world out there for you, young Black girls out there watching our show right now, and it's yours for the taking. You are excellence, and you can do whatever you want. And right now, the producers want us to take a commercial break before I get in trouble. And we're going to be right back with more Cocktails of Queens after this. We salute you, ladies.
Yes, salute.
Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. I'm joined by Lisa Ray and Vivica A. Fox. And of course, you see absent tonight is our fellow queen, Selena Johnson. I just want to address the chat just so you know, she's not gone. She's taking some time off. Her father passed away and her uncle last week. So she's taking some personal time to be with her family. And there she is. There's her family right there. So we wish her well. And please keep Selena in your thoughts and prayers, and throw some hearts in the chat and some prayer hands if you want to send some love to Selena. Okay, y'all, we've got some winners for the Mary J. Blige album giveaway.
Let's see.
Okay, so the first winner is Aaliyah Gilbert in the chat. Aaliyah Gilbert. The second winner is Theodore Feggins. And the third winner is Chocolate Discussion. Ooh, that sounds like a little porn name.
All right.
Chocolate Discussion. So y'all three, please.
Discussions?
Yeah, that's right. That's not.
I love it.
Repeat they want me to say the names one more time. Yeah. Aaliyah Gilbert, Theodore Feggins, and Chocolate Discussions. Please send us a DM or put a message on our FOXSOUL Instagram page, and we'll get to you and we'll hook it up. Congratulations.
Winner. Yo, you're winning. You're winning.
Chocolate Discussions sound like that could be so much more.
Lisa Ray, go to start.
Hey, you know.
When the four of us are gonna go to a strip club together, we need to do that one.
You already know what, Lisa. Okay.
I'm trying to get to Aruba. I thought we was trying to do that first. We can go to the strip club there. You know,
Chocolate Discussion.
Come meet me down there on Friday. I think I'm gonna go down there.
Girl, I'm working. I'm filming.
All right, y'all, let's get into this.
Listen, Claudia decides to take a vacation when it's like, Claudia, could you just
give her a heads up?
Go enjoy, Claudia, because you've been working hard.
I'd be like this. I'm going to Aruba when? Tomorrow. Can y'all come?
Right.
Yeah, that ain't fair. You know, me and Bev is working all the time. Working day and night.
I am too, but I'm not on set. I get to work remotely. So it's just I'm lucky to do that. Hey, ladies, speaking of someone who's been working for a long time, we all know her, we love her. Tisha Campbell is clearing the air about what happened after her claims that she was almost a victim of human sex trafficking weeks ago. Now, during an interview with TMZ, Campbell said a police report was filed with the South Padre Police Department, and she's dealing with trauma because she was put in a position where she had to defend her accusations, and she encourages other victims to do the same. So here it is. She's basically clearing it up. It wasn't an act. She wasn't promoting a movie. This is real. And she feels like she's being re-traumatized by having to defend herself like this is real. What are y'all's thoughts on this update?
I don't understand why people want to pick and choose what they feel is real or not, because it seems like social media is running our world anyway. So what the hell make you think that she gonna get on there, that she got time to be able to build this story? She's an actress she does acting for a living. She's not gonna be on Instagram. You're gonna know it's gonna be a skit. She would say so. So she's not gonna expose herself like that when it's not true. Come on, give me a break. Jesus Christ. Y'all can take it over.
Well, this one was difficult. I mean, because weren't they saying something like a police report wasn't filed, and then that there was footage that they went and reviewed and it didn't support her claim?
Right.
Yeah, I'm just being devil's advocate here. I mean, I love Tisha. That's my girl. But
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear about that.
I saw it when it came out. The police released a statement, and they said basically after much that they did their research and that they looked at footage because cameras are everywhere, y'all.
That's true.
Cameras are everywhere, so it's like when you make a claim or something like that, and then it makes them look bad. You'd have to realize I lived through this twice with people that are close to me from Jussie. And, I think that was the first thing that bothered me more than anything else, that when they refuted her claims, there's like, oh, now we have another Jussie moment. I was like, oh, God,
well, Tisha Campbell, you the homie. You can definitely come on Cocktails of Queens. We can have a conversation about this, and we'd love to have you on and talk about this. And if you want to discuss it about the being re-traumatized or clear anything else up, we are here for you to talk about it. So please let us know. Mm-hmm. So congratulations to the 3 people who were picked for the winner of Mary J. Blige's new album, Good Morning Gorgeous.
Did they claim their prize?
I don't know if they claimed it, so I'm gonna make sure I remind them. Aaliyah Gilbert, Theodore Feggins, and Chocolate Discussion. Those were the 3 so far. You still have time to win because we're picking 2 more winners. Click the subscribe button and remain active in tonight's chat, and make sure you like our video. This is all so we get some more likes and give us some love. Tell the queens how much you love us.
We're not just taking from y'all. We're giving.
Right. We are giving.
Always do. And that's so wonderful that we can.
Speaking of giving, know who's still giving sexy and good looking?
Who?
Rapper? Well, we are, of course. We vintage.
Of course. Who's giving away sex? I thought that's what you was gonna say.
Oh no, he's giving sexy, Miss Lisa Rat.
Giving sexy back. Hey,
rapper Method Man on the Essence magazine's new digital cover. Now, I think he looks better now than when he was younger. I think he's aging great. Don't he look better? Like, he looked good. So in his interview, Meth discussed his resistance to being a sex symbol, despite being the man crush of many since the 90s. He said, I don't understand that shit. I go to the gym for my own peace of mind. I don't do it to become someone's sex symbol or pin up on someone's wall. I do it for me. People like attention, and I'm the same as everybody else. But at the end of the day, take me seriously, not lightly. What are your thoughts on Method Man gracing the cover of Essence and being a sex symbol? Lisa Ray, what you think about this? Is he sexy to you?
Yes, he's been looking very good. You know, when people mature into an age that you can see the maturity on them, some people age great. And he has. And he's been working. He's been taking on serious roles that has, changed the trajectory of him being a rapper, because it's shown us that he's grown and he's not only being able to do one thing, but he's been doing several things. He's been around forever and he's a family man. You know what I mean? We don't hear no bad shit about him. You know what I mean? We don't hear him always in the Kool-Aid or something. I think he's a stand-up man, a stand-up person. And if he goes to the gym and people want to have a little looky-loo, open up your shirt, let them see.
Okay. I feel you. Vivica?
Method Man is like the OG of the Blige brothers. You understand what I'm saying? Method Man back in the day was so fine. But see, for some reason, the Blige brothers, when you in the rap game, you got to be like extra hard because you fine. Method Man had that bone structure and everything back then, but it was like he had to like, kind of rough it up a little bit so you wouldn't think of him as a pretty boy. So I remember the first time Method Man came strutting down the red carpet with a suit on. I was like, oh, is that Method Man? Oh, snap. Oh my God, he looks so fine. But it was in a mature, dignified, that body was tight. Like, I'm here for it.
That grown man look.
I love that he went from like the bad boy rap thing to now, this grown, on essence, grown man swagger. So I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Call me Hood.
We will.
Thank
Hood.
you. But I find it really sexy watching a man smoke weed. I don't know why. I just think it looks so sexy. Like, I don't know why, but when I see a guy just like, I just think
it looks French inhale it. Is that what you're saying, Claudia? It's like that. And then it goes up in the nose, and then they just
I don't know. I just find it is that bad? And sometimes I find a little neck tat sexy too on some people, but I don't know.
Especially when they know how to smoke it. When the smoke looks smooth, you be like, wow. They start doing the circles. You like, wow.
So Method Man, we are here for you. Yeah.
We all hood. We all got a little hood in us still.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I know I got the right ones on the show.
Okay.
Oh, real quick. So Larissa Horton says, Claudia, please correct the story. The town that did the investigation with the Tisha Campbell case investigation was a different town that she actually had the Uber experience in. So, you know what? We're going to dive deeper into the story and figure out what is going on, because we don't know. Okay, we have two more winners for the Mary J. Blige album. Yes.
Right.
Sterling Jarrett and Dorothy Fallane, Phalane. So that's Sterling Jarrett and Dorothy Fallane. Please go to the FOXSOUL Instagram page and send us a DM and post a message on the page. And congratulations, y'all won. People, we giving away stuff here at FOXSOUL, right, ladies?
Yes. And them names got so much swaggerlicious on it. I mean, what'd you say? Something Fallon, and then what was the other one?
Sterling Jarrett.
Yeah, Sterling.
Hey, where you ladies at tonight?
You have one of those names that it just sound important, like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, to have a name like that, you got to be somebody. You know what I mean? It's like it's the name.
That's what I'm saying. The names are just amazing this evening. They really are. So
ladies, we're gonna take a quick break.
Oh, okay. Take a break.
When we come back, we're gonna talk about someone going to jail for a PPP fraud. Ugh, it's not looking good, and a whole lot more. We'll be back with more Cocktails with Queens after the break. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. Now, we have reached the part of the show where we talk about our personal lives, relationships, and how we've overcome obstacles in our very own lives. Welcome to our Queendom. All right, guys, ladies, tonight we're talking about if it's appropriate to allow your friend to sleep over if you live with your man. Now, tonight's topic was inspired by gospel singer Kiara Sheard, who revealed that when her girlfriends visit, they have to stay at a hotel, so her husband isn't tempted to have sex with them. Sheard says, my mom has already told me, don't have too many people around your house. I don't care how good you trust them or whatever it is. I'm very mindful and careful. I would buy a friend a hotel room, before I let them stay at my house. Do you ladies agree with Kiara, or does this seem like an insecurity issue? Lisa Ray, you got your hand raised up. What you think about this?
Go on and give me the church figure. Go on, Lisa Ray.
Yeah, you know, amen. See, I think that it's a little bit of both, because if I have a girlfriend that's spending the night, then she's a good girlfriend. And so I trust her, and I'd be damned if I feel like she's going to parade around in anything that's going to entice my husband. And I'd be damned if it would be looking at my friend, because that is not the glue of a marriage. You know what I mean? So I would absolutely thank my girlfriend and say, well, thank you for the temptation, because I didn't know he had it in him. But now that you showed me, hit the road. That's what I would do. And I think it's some insecurity, because I don't ever want to be having to watch my back that closely, you know, where I feel like my husband is out there with my friend. It has been done. And it has been done to me. You know what I mean? But normally when that happens, you don't have a clue. But when I tell you, you're going to be more careful. You know what I mean? But again, you got friends, you have associates, you have counterparts, you have different levels of friends. Now the folks that are spending the night, they supposed to be spending the night. Those are my good friends.
Okay, very good. Vivica, what are your thoughts on this?
You know, I'm all about space. So I hate to say that about me. If it's my girlfriend and it's like, you know, she came into town and it's like, we have a big, beautiful house. Like, I'm going to have a wing for her over there to, you know, be able to be comfortable. So maybe these people are a little uncomfortable because they're in an apartment or something like that you wouldn't have your girlfriend spend the night over. I mean, I get it you know how I am, Lisa Ray. You know, I do. Right. I don't believe in the whole slumber party stuff. I'd be like, no, you're going to be at the hotel and we're going to meet at lunch or at breakfast or brunch. That's just me. But I get it that she's like, I'm protecting my marriage at all costs. So it's a double-edged sword, to be very honest with you. I understand that she's like, you know, I want to keep everything safe. But then if it's your girlfriend, she can spend the night.
I'm going to say this. I don't know if it's popular or unpopular opinion. If you can't trust your husband that you pick to marry and your friend that they may sleep with each other under your roof, you are married to the wrong man and you got the wrong heifers in your life. That's not your friend, and that's not a good man to be married to. I would hope that you would have some kind of faith in your friends. If there's a girl that may sleep with your man, that ain't your real friend. She's not your friend. That is not your friend. That's a whatever. That's not your friend. All my friends that I have that I consider my really close circle, I can leave them with whoever, because they've been pre-screened. We've been through some things. That's 20 years. I'm not letting no new girl I just meet in Dallas just be around my dude. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Oh, spend the night. No, you should probably have that kind of protective energy about anyone that comes to your house. Don't just let any old bird in your house that you think may get at your dude. And if your dude is that weak where he may mess with your friend, get him the hell out of there. Like, I feel like neither one of them they don't deserve to even know you to have to worry about that. Like, imagine living like that where you're like, oh, my man might sleep with my friend. That ain't your man and that ain't your friend.
I know that's right.
We agreed upon that.
Yeah, we did. Whew, got through that one. All right, y'all. For those that missed it, take a look at this Black History Moment sponsored by Nissan.
Celebrating Black history makers who have broken barriers and created a path for change. Taking flight and making change high in the sky are the Black female pilots that make up the Sisters of the Skies organization. The sisters are standing on the wings of Bessie Coleman, who in 1921 became the first Black licensed female in the world. Today, there are 150 Black female pilots in the world, but that's only 1% of all certified pilots.
I feel like I owe it to my generation, my parents' generation, and the generation after me to make more Black female pilots.
Bessie Coleman would surely be proud of the Sisters of the Skies and all the many young Black girls who are preparing their wings for takeoff.
Honoring Black History Month on Cocktails with Queens, presented by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Ladies, does that give you chills to see that? Like, it makes me beam with like pride. Like, yes, get it, girls. What do y'all think?
I love when, you can pick an occupation that it bucks up against what they told us in school. Because, back in my day, I didn't even know that all of the jobs that's available now was even an option. They make you think just being a doctor, a lawyer, or Indian chief is what it is. And I felt like I'm not going to school for 12 years to be a lawyer. I'm not going to school for 8 years to be a doctor. That ain't happening. What else you got? You know what I mean? So you had automatically lost me, So to really see that these ladies took it serious to be in the sky, and that's something that we feel is not as safe, but actually is safer than cars. You have more accidents in cars than you do in the sky. But just to be able to drive and maneuver such a big piece of machinery, you know what I mean? Being a sister, being a queen, feeling, empowered and seeing that sky in front of you, and that's your skyway, highway, freeway. Go ahead. I love it.
I took a flight simulation course one time in Vegas. Thank God for these sisters, because you don't want this sister flying your plane, because it was a straight up accident. I was not good. It was so hard. I was all up the track, the runway. Vivica, what do you think about it?
She can't see. That's why she can't drive.
No, she got them eyes fixed.
I got my new eyes now, Lisa.
No, don't. Right. She got them. She good now. Go back and take that simulation class. I guarantee you she would do great. It makes me so proud. It makes me so proud. I know whenever I've been flying and you know how sometimes they come out and they open the door when you're about to get off the plane and they, thank you. If you see a sister, it's like you almost want to go holler like, girl, yes, you did that. You did that. So way to break down stereotypes, keep inspiring other young ladies, because they try to tell us that we're not good in science, that we can't, do jobs that men do, that I just think that this is just amazing, and keep inspiring and keep flying all them friendly skies, darlings.
I love it. And why shouldn't Black women be flying planes? We save the damn world every other time. Like, we might as well be in charge of that too. All right, ladies, thank you for your thoughts on that. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. And we're continuing to celebrate Black History Month and accomplishments by prominent and successful and inspiring Black folks in America. We appreciate y'all. We salute y'all. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. Thank you to everybody in the chat supporting us. 1,400 people in the chat right now. Let's get us up to 2,000, y'all. Okay, ladies, we're going to get into this. I really want to hear y'all's opinions on this. Y'all being the actresses that you are. Now, in a recent conversation with Sky News, Sandy Newton apologized for being the one chosen over dark-skinned actresses when it comes to TV and movie casting. Take a look at this.
Painful to have women that look like my mum feel like I'm not representing them.
So what are your thoughts on what she said, and speak on your thoughts on colorism, and does it still exist? Of course, we know it still exists in the film industry, but what are your ladies' thoughts on this?
Actually, I was really, when I saw it, I was like, she's really heartbroken and like hurt about this. And I had no idea that when she, I was just always thought of her as British. I didn't, make the association, like the mother and this and the third, and the roles that she's played. So when I saw it, I was like, I commend her for standing up and speaking out and apologizing. I mean, I just find that to be like accountability, that she's like, in my career here, I've been blessed to play all of these roles, but here are more qualified African-American actresses of darker skin that have been overlooked. When you bring awareness and speak out to things, thank God now the industry takes note. There would have been a time that she would have gotten maybe possibly blacklisted for doing this. And now it's like, if a person of her stature can bring attention to the studio's head, thank you. Thank you, Thandi. Thank you. Your mother will appreciate that you were woman enough to speak out for her. And it's in honor of her mother that she did this, I believe.
Thank you. Lisa Ray, what are your thoughts?
I think it goes right along what Vivica said about someone has to be able to stand up and recognize the ones that's not being recognized, and I think it's really big of her to be able to be the color, the brightest that she is, and to be able to be the one to stand up. Because here's the thing, when they had said that even the colorism, thing about me, it's, you grow up and you're dark skinned and you've been called a monkey, or you're not light enough. You're not the chosen ones because the light skinned brothers are in. And then you get the light skinned guys, and now the dark chocolate guys are in with the straight white teeth. And now they're feeling like, oh, they're the color of choice right now, So it's like, you damn if you do, damn if you don't. You're not dark enough. You're not enough, period, across the board, and which is that's the sad part. But looking at Thandie's clip there, you can absolutely tell that she is feeling a remorse and a sadness for us actresses that are, not being recognized for other roles. And so I love the fact that she's taken her platform to be able to say that, so absolutely, bravo. You're right. You look at her as British. What's the other young lady? Zoe
Saldana, when they chose her to do Nina Simone.
Exactly.
Woo! Wow.
Same thing.
I can't wait for us to get to a point where, and we've all been evolving as a society and as a people. Like, there were things that were said in our own past as African Americans that people didn't even bat an eye at. And until we got older and grew up and evolved, we didn't realize how painful this could be to our darker skinned sisters and brothers. And now that we know, I think it's beautiful that she acknowledged that. I think when you are light skinned and you've gotten the light skin privilege, it's very commendable to acknowledge it and don't brush off the feelings of your darker skinned sisters and coworkers and the things they may be going through. But let's also not do an overcorrection where we start shaming the other side as well. Like, can we get to a point where people are just the African American women? I hate that we're still, the Jim Crow thing really did a number on us to like just get us thinking that one's better than the other. Then we say, it's horrible and it's awful. So things that were people didn't bat an eye at before, we know better now. So it's our job to do better. And that includes us at our dining room tables amongst our friends, the things that we say in social media. Lisa Ray, you and I have both been accused of being colorist, and it's our job to apologize for it, take accountability, and show that you're not, right? And once we do, give us that grace to move on.
And, I want to say that we're such should be such a proud race, because we are the only race that comes in so many shades, of shades. You know what I mean? It's like, when you see the young ladies that is so chocolate to, you just want to say, got milk. You know what I mean? The ones that's just like, girl, your skin looks like just smooth. Like you can't see a pimple, no stretch mark, no nothing. That's probably why I stay in the sun all the damn time. You know what I mean? I'm probably get brown, like my grandbaby. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I think that they don't just give us enough credit. You know what I mean? Like I said, we damn if we do, we damn if we don't. Like, I don't know how many more years it's going to take before we just really overcome.
People are in the comments saying that I need to be quiet on this topic. Some people saying that we didn't see the whole clip. They're saying that she apologized for taking our men. What the hell? Keita Williams. I think she's saying, well, I'm not apologizing for anybody else before y'all go with that. I heard her talking about how, for a long time you would hear about light skin and I'm going to get me a light skin girl. And that is problematic to just say that. Like, think about the women that look like your sisters, your mothers, yourselves, your skin tone that you share. And you made a whole song basically going right past them. Again, it's a complex topic that we have got so much work to do. And I don't think we have enough time in this segment to fix it, to address it properly. What do y'all think?
No, I mean, because, listen here, we do a show and we have to do tad bits of what our opinion is. And we work with what we have, we saw that small clip and that's what we, are referencing, you know what I mean? And that's what we know. So absolutely, we're not above going and seeing the whole clip and being able to, check it out. But for right now, we're doing our job as to what we saw. So, give us a break as well, guys.
Right. All right. All we can do is do better. and encourage each other to hold each other accountable and to do better ourselves and to hold our brothers and sisters accountable to, learn from our mistakes. And Thandie, you also are invited on Cocktails with Queens, so we can have a conversation with you on this show about that as well. I'm putting invitations to all y'all. We're going to have a conversation on the show. All right.
All right, ladies.
That's right. Ladies, we're going to take another commercial break and we'll be right back with more show right after this. Ladies, Vivica A. Fox and Lisa Ray. As you see, Selena Johnson is on here tonight. Once again, I just want to give our thoughts and prayers. Her father passed away, so she is taking time off. She will be back as soon as she can. Ladies, they are feisty in the chat tonight. Oh my God. Hey, haters and lovers. As long as you keep
mad about Claudia.
Huh? What do you say? They always mad, but they can't stop watching.
We don't have time to be mad. Like, seriously, we don't have time to be bothered, to be stressed. It's so much out there. Like, I am, like, Vivica, I'm taking a page out of your notebook. I am in the season of shedding, shedding all shit that doesn't do me any good.
Right.
All shit that for me.
When you have a choice to be happy and supportive, and then watch all the good things come into your life, or be mad and angry in a YouTube chat going off on a show that you are subscribed to and watching. Thank you for the clicks very much. We appreciate y'all. Just be positive, y'all. I promise your life will get better. All right, y'all. Columbus Short. We got to talk about our boy Columbus Short. He was arrested for felony domestic violence last Wednesday night after. I know, I hate this. A verbal altercation argument between him and his wife allegedly became physical. Now, according to TMZ, Columbus told officers that his wife punched him in the face, but he didn't have any marks. When they spoke to his wife, they noticed a minor injury that did not require medical attention. Now, Columbus spent half a day in jail and bonded out on $50K. He has not been formally charged with anything at the time. What are your thoughts on this story, ladies?
Do better. I love Columbus. Columbus, we're rooting for you. When I heard this, it just broke my heart. Can I just say to our men out there, like, y'all make sure who y'all choose to create family and the fact that someone would pick up a phone and if y'all verbally get into it, will run to the police. And now here's your name tarnished once again.
Yeah, I just think
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, you need to be strong enough to walk away. You know what I mean? And here's the thing: we already know he has a history of this, and so at some point you have to be able to say, "Hey, you know what? This is gonna get me more in trouble. So let me just back off. Let me just cool off." You got to say that because you're not helping the situation. Because you start having a history of doing this, that's what people gonna believe that you are about, and you're gonna leave a legacy of that. And not the good body of work that you have been doing.
And he so has rebuilt his name. Like, come on, y'all, like, true to the game. Like, like he was on the comeback. Like,
I'm going to say this for Columbus Short. I did see a video that he did post, and I am so rooting for Columbus Short. He did say that they had an argument. He asked his wife to leave the house. They got into it. He said he grabbed her phone. He said he shouldn't have done it. And he said when he grabbed her phone, he scratched her hand and the police were called. He said the police did not want to arrest him or bring anyone in. But when a domestic violence call is made, they got to bring someone in. So they reluctantly brought him in. That's what he said. And then his wife, I went to his wife's page just to see what she was saying. And she also reposted his video. And she said, marriage is tough and sometimes we have arguments. And she said, please, give us our time to go through this. But someone called the police.
Okay. And that's real, because here's the thing. When you get that close up on someone in their personal space, and I'm just going to speak from my person, from me, you just not getting in my face. That's A, Two, I feel threatened if you in my personal space. Now I need to stand up. You know what I mean? And so 3, then you can't never beat a man. So I'm gonna leave. And if it would have taken him to say, hey, take a walk or whatever, it's like, well, then it doesn't matter who doesn't escalate. It doesn't matter who go ahead and take the big end of the stick and say I'm leaving or whatever. But I just don't want him to keep getting in trouble and keep having this attached to his name.
Exactly.
And you're right. You know what I mean? And at first, when we just heard that she hit him, it's almost like, well, what did you do to make her just haul off and punch you? Because really, from the history that they have, it's almost like you feel like he gonna hit you back if you punch him like that. So that means you must have been really, really mad or whatever, And then you got the nosy neighbors too, because they hear something and they want it to be a problem. So they call the police, and now he got that on his record, and now he's gonna have to put up some more posts and say why he's there and how he's getting over it.
The sad thing is, once you have a record of this, or people have heard the story once, or you've had an issue with this in the past, you get into a fight, you can say he hit me or he tried, or we automatically gonna believe like, hey, you got a history of this. So it sucks all the way around. And I hope they can work it out, and I hope they both get help. I hope no one got hit for real. It just sucks. And such a talented Columbus, you're so talented. Yes. We want to see you win. So if it's a help thing you need, get it, because we want to see you win. And for your wife, if you were hurt, get away. And if you weren't, don't put 10 on 20.
And as a couple, if you want to stay together, go get marriage counseling. Have a third party there to balance this out. There's nothing wrong with getting counseling to figure out what are the triggers that got y'all to that point.
Well, we got to go real quick. I'm going to say the names real quick. Dorothy Fallon,
winners.
Aaliyah Gilbert, Chocolate Discussion, Sterling Jarrett, Dorothy Fallon. Please go to the FOXSOUL page and send us your information. Ladies, great show tonight. Thank you so much. I want to thank you all for being here. Once again, thoughts and prayers to Selena. Stick around and stay tuned for FOXSOUL's Black Report up next. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, ladies.